Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to Math Night. I'm Miss Maldonado and I'm going to show you today some tips and tricks for acing math. You wouldn't believe how many times students tell me they can't study for math, or students who do say they study by looking over old math problems. But I'm here to tell you those two ways of studying math are not effective. Here are the tips. Ask questions. Rework problems. Understand the vocabulary. Find a study buddy. Study in chunks. Take good notes. And know the steps and formulas. Now we're going to jump into each of these and see what they really mean. Number 1, ask questions. If you ever are around smaller children, you know they ask those questions like why? Why is the sky blue? But somewhere between age 4 and middle school, students stop asking those types of questions. The best way to understand something is by asking questions. Try asking questions like, how did you get your answer? Your teacher is here to help, so why not ask? If you're too embarrassed to ask in class, stay after or email your question to your teacher later. Number 2, rework problems. Try reworking problems that you previously missed. Understand why you missed those problems and make corrections in your work. Or try working out problems that are the most difficult for you. But definitely don't focus on your energy on problems that are too easy for you. Many students want to do that, but that is not how we get better. What makes us better is understanding those difficult problems and working through them. The only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. Math takes work. In other classes, you may get away with just memorization, but math takes doing. Reworking problems is the best way to study for math. Number 3, understand the vocabulary. This is key to making A's in math. For example, if you're asked to evaluate an expression, you need to know what evaluate and expression mean. How do you expect to complete the problem if you don't know what the problem is asking? Don't skip over studying those definitions. And also, you can make flashcards. Number 4, find a study buddy. Find a friend or relative to help you. Make sure, though, this person, however, isn't just a distraction, but someone who really cares about you and wants to see you succeed. Someone else may have an easier explanation than you learned in class. This comes in no offense to any math teacher. Some people learn better by verbalizing their thoughts, so having a friend to talk to may help. And your friend knows you better than your teacher, so they may know how to help you better. I'm sure we've all heard the saying, 2 heads are better than 1. When you put your brains together, you can hear information in new ways and talk through a math problem better. Number 5, study in chunks. The French have a saying, little by little, the bird builds its nest. This also goes along with the saying, slow and steady wins the race. What I'm getting at is you need to study bit by bit, small little pieces. Do not cram the night before a test. Start studying the first day you start new material. A few days before the exam, divide up what you need to study into chunks. And you may also want to make a study calendar. Here's an example of a study calendar, and this may be a little much for a middle schooler, but you'll get the idea. Just make time to study a little piece at a time. Number 6, take good notes. If the teacher writes it down, you write it down. If the teacher draws it, you draw it. If the teacher says it more than twice, it's important. Write it down. If you don't have a math journal for class, consider starting one. I know many math classes who have a math journal or a specific place to write notes, but if your math class does not require one, try to start one filled with all your notes and examples from class. Here are some important things to write down. Once you write down this information, don't forget to read back over it, formulas, notes, charts, and also rework the example problems from more understanding. Number 7, know the steps and formulas. Don't study the what, study the how. Remember, math is different from other classes. In other classes, memorization may work. But in math, it's less about memorization and more about the understanding of how to solve a problem. Stop memorizing answers. Math is centered around knowing the steps and formulas. Also, when you get your test, start by writing down the steps and formulas so you don't forget them. For more information, check out these web links. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you just email us.
Today I'm going to show you how to access the program iExcel. iExcel is a program that we use at the middle school where students can practice the skills that they learn in class. So students are going to log into their Launchpad, and then they're going to click on the iExcel icon, and then click Sign In with ClassLink. Okay, so whenever they log into iExcel, you can go to your recommendations by one of two ways. So you can click on Learning, and then go to your grade. And whenever you scroll down, you're going to see anything that your teacher has suggested that you work on, they're going to be highlighted in yellow. And you can see the 3 that are highlighted right now. Another way that you can access these is by clicking on the Recommendations tab. So when you click on the Recommendations tab, it will list all the lessons that are assigned to you by your teacher. So we're going to click on one of these lessons. So whenever you're in the lesson, there's different ways that you can use iExcel to help you. First of all, you can click this Learn with an example. So if you click this, it's going to show you an example problem, and it's going to give you an explanation of how to solve this problem, how to work it out. Another way is whenever you're working the problem, so in this problem it says which angle is vertical to angle 3. If you miss the problem, so let's say that you click on 4 and you submit. If you miss it, it's also going to give you an explanation of how you would solve that particular problem. So then you're going to click Got It, and it gives you another problem. So if it asks you which one is supplementary to 3, and you click on the correct answer, it's going to raise your SMART score, and it's going to give you another problem. So which angle is supplementary to 4? You're going to click the correct answer, and again, you're going to see that it raises that SMART score. So with that SMART score, if you are at a 70 or above, what that means is that you really understand what you're doing. If you get to an 80 or a 90, that lets you know that you're in the advanced range. So you have a deeper understanding of the problems. The higher the SMART score, the more complicated the problems are going to get. So at a SMART score of 0, it's going to give you some easier problems. But as you get a higher SMART score, you're going to get those harder problems. If you were to miss a problem, so let's say that we miss this one, your SMART score goes down, and it's going to take you back to some easier problems. Again, as you're getting these higher problems, you're going to see harder problems, and some of them are going to be where you have to type in the answer and not necessarily choose a multiple choice response. So this is iExcel, and if you have any questions about how to use this, please feel free to contact your child's math teacher.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. Burkett. I'm an 8th grade math teacher here at the middle school. Today I would like to talk to you about a resource we use on the 8th grade hallway called Mashup Math. Now, as many of you know, Khan Academy is a great resource for math lessons. We like to use Mashup Math for several reasons. It is located on YouTube, so it's a lot easier to access for parents using cell phones. As you can see, the topics are very short and to the point. A thing that students really like about it is the videos are very colorful graphics. They're not as boring, so to say, as the Khan Academy videos. You can go to YouTube and search Mashup Math, and you will come to this page here. You can subscribe to the page if you would like. You have all these things to look at here, videos, playlists, community. But you can go to your search bar right here to find any subject you need to. For example, right now we're learning about slope-intercept form. So if my child had come home and was having trouble and I didn't know what they needed, I could quickly just go to this site, type in slope, and it would bring me up a list of videos.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find...
As you can see, this video is 3 minutes and 33 seconds long.
We're going to visually explore the concepts and procedures behind graphing a linear function. Now, the first thing that we want to do is apply our understanding that f of x equals and y equals are the same thing. They both represent the output of the function. So we're actually going to rewrite this function in terms of y equals. It makes it a little bit easier to work with.
So as you can see, very good graphics, very good video, multiple videos to choose from to help your child. So if you have any questions about work, as always, please contact your child's teacher through email at the school system, and we will happily respond to provide help. Thank you and have a good day.